Alright, welcome to another Boulevard Paper Fight YouTube. This one is going to be doing two things. Last time I did a kind of deck evaluation, and that one was actually this guy right here. Owe, the green Subdome Saucerite. I just want to give an update on that because that night after I did this unboxing, I actually sleeved it up and went to my game store and had some casual games with it, and it was awesome. It did everything I thought it would. Really fun deck to play. I don't know if it's tier 1 competitive, but I'm definitely going to get a few more reps in with it and see how that wins and losses categories stack up. I'm gonna maybe play with it on the Crucible a bit, but not sure. Right now, my kind of take on the Crucible is I like to play decks that I don't think are very good on the Crucible, or I'm very unsure about, just because I want to see how I can pull those off against other people probably playing what they think are their better decks. And I really just want to get in those type of games and see if I can pull off a mediocre deck. And I find that's like really good practice. If you're playing with subpar elements and learning how to do some great things and pulling off some wins, I think that's going to translate when you actually are playing your true tier 1 competitive decks, that you can actually navigate those better and understand gameplay. So that's kind of my take on using the Crucible lately. So yeah, so Owe was epic, and I had a lot of fun playing this deck. But now, let's crack open a new deck and see how this one would fare in a sealed environment. So here we go. All right. So this one is called Threel. Wow, that's a weird pronunciation. Threlly Quarter Barkeep. We got a Shadows, a Sanctum, and Untamed. All right, let's have a look at this list and see what's in store for today. So, let's get that up close. All right, so, whoa, right now, the thing that jumps off right away is there's 3 Virtuous Works in here. That is just insane. There's a Too Much to Protect, which is always good. Speed Sigil. This is already feeling like this is going to be a racing deck right off the top with just those couple things. Smiling Ruth is in here. 2 Full Moons. Perilous Wild. Save the Pack. Troop Call with 2 Nipple Apes, which is nice. I had to open another deck that only had 1 Nipple Ape with that, and that's just not very helpful. Hunting Witch, Big Twig, and a Vigor. So let's see here. We got Bulwark, 2, 4, 6. So we got 7 Sanctum creatures. Shadows is Miasma, Oubliette, a Too Much to Protect, Seeker Needle, Speed Sigil, Nexus, Naughty the Elf, 2 Silvertooths. Yeah, this is feeling like a racing deck, like real hard. Like there's no question. I mean, if you look at the Sanctum, if you take away Blinding Light, Glorious View, in terms of redress, though aside from those 3 cards, you're literally playing everything. Like you do have no reason to hold on to anything, and you could just race through that like so fast. Then you have on the Shadows, as I feel that's gonna be the one that kind of does some interesting things, and even having the Speed Sigil there is just really going to make a racing deck work that much better. I was listening to the gents on Bouncing Death Quark, and they talked about the importance of a Speed Sigil in a racing deck. I have a strong feeling that this deck is like definitely a good racing deck. Fog Bank in Untamed, 2 Full Moons, which help because, I mean, it helps, but again, with the 4 creatures, it's kind of useless. So I think you're going to maybe get 1 if lucky. So I think those you just keep moving. Nature's Call, and then Perilous Wild. Yeah, so the Untamed is definitely, I feel like, the weak house in this. But I mean, a Fog Bank as well, not being able to fight, that could be helpful, and you're getting the Ember Pip. So yeah, I kind of like this deck. I think it's going to be really fun. So going in a little bit further, we have here the Shadows. Looking at it, I think this is going to be your support, and I feel like Untamed is going to be burst sort of, question mark. Yeah, so I don't know. This Untamed I really feel is like what's trying to balance out the power of this deck, because the Sanctum looks so good, even with the Bulwark there, Champion Anafel, a Lady Maxima, Raiding Knight, and 2 Sergeant Zekiels. So yeah, I really like the Sanctum. This might be my favorite Sanctum grouping that I've ever had in a deck. And the Shadows, I'm not mad at all. But I mean, Untamed being without a doubt my top 2 houses. It's a toss-up between Logos and Untamed. I love having them together. This is definitely one of the weaker Untamed I've seen. Not terrible, but not great either. So yeah, some of the highlights for this for me, again, the 3 Virtuous Works. I mean, I'd love to check out what the SAS is on this and see the Ember control and all that. It seems quite interesting. Okay, so just checking out code. All right, so taking a look at this here. Yeah, and I mean, having the Glorious Few in this is great. Gaining that extra 1 Ember is going to be helpful for each to have more than you. I see that being a big thing in this. And then Blinding Light, Stunning House, like again, that's going to slow them down. This feels very much like a racing deck to me. The Perilous Wild, destroy each elusive creature. I mean, that's just good. Not necessarily because of the elusive factor, but just to get some stuff off the board. If I'm racing, I don't really want that. And then to save the pack again. Each damaged creature, I wish I had a way of maybe dealing a little bit more damage. The Hunting Witch is always good, but I mean, again, Full Moon and Hunting Witch in a deck like this is somewhat useless. Smiling Ruth, I'm not as familiar with. Okay, Elusive, that doesn't help me. If you forge the key this turn, take control of an enemy flank creature. Interesting. That's kind of interesting card. And you have Oublier, purge a creature with power 3 or lower. Yeah, this feels very much to me like I'm just going to be trying to. I'm not a huge fan of the Umbras, but I mean the Silvertooths are great in a racing deck. Along with, so if you have a Speed Sigil and Silvertooth and the Smiling Ruth, I'd go Speed Sigil into the Smiling Ruth if I forged a key, which I'm looking to do in a racing deck. I kind of want to test this deck out really badly, so I think I'll probably hit the Crucible afterwards and see. So that's how the name is spelled. Quarter Barkeep, I like that one. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to see this deck in action. I have a strong suspicion that it's going to be a great racing deck. So I'll keep posted on the next unboxing and let you know how I fared trying this deck out from that racing format. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Again, this is Boulevard Paper Fight. Please hit the subscribe if you know anyone who would enjoy these. I just love watching KeyForge stuff, so pretty much anything out there I'm watching, and I'm hoping I can be a positive contributor to the KeyForge community and a resource for things. Again, thank you everyone for tuning in, and if you want to stay more up to date with things on a regular basis, like almost daily, go to Boulevard Paper Fight on Instagram. That's BLVD Paper Fight on Instagram. Thanks again, everyone.